Alright. Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Morrowind. Now, before we begin, you may notice I'm a lot lighter. This is because I sold all the alchemy ingredients off screen, as well as that ebony cuirass and Dwemer greaves that I used to be wearing. Now let's get to the last name is Telvanni Hortator. You can listen politely, and she'll give you a very strange story. Yeah, this will continue in an infinite loop. She'll get unhappy if you say she doesn't like that. So you want to check the journal after that. It says you want to concentrate on being charming and entertaining, which basically means the game saying get a high personality or make her like you a lot. I'm going for make her like you a lot because I have enough gold to buy a small continent. Probably not literally, but still. And if you make her like you a lot, she'll finally make you a Hortator. Kind of oddly, though. What? Oh, you want to be a Hortator? Certainly. Go right ahead. Whatever you like. I don't mind. But what were we talking about? Yeah. She's a bit out of it. Now this guy. I mentioned he's good for conjuration, but I want to show how good he is for conjuration. Winged Twilights, Golden Saints, Dremora, Bone Lords, Daedros, Storm Atrodax, and Hungers. Also Clan Fear if you don't have that. These are all absolutely amazing things to summon and ridiculously killy in some cases. Especially Golden Saints, because Golden Saints have shields. Now, about Golden Saints. And summons in general. They in fact have souls, so if you soul trap one and then kill them, the desummoning process does in fact not get rid of them. That's that soul. So, you can, in theory, with Conjuration and enough soul gems, get infinite soul gems. Now, I got a quest from that man in Dwemer armor to go kill this bunch of punks. This can actually save you a little gold and a little time with Mrs. Florana, but I don't care because I have more than enough gold. However, I'm going to kill them anyway, because they're an easy fight, and they're also easy spear XP. They're not actually all that dangerous. They're mostly designed to counter mages, because they have a lot of anti-magic spells. However, this lady in front here has a glass staff. So, you will die! Sure, I'm 6-1. But you may notice how effective they are. They also have a few stat down powers, but again, you may notice how effective they're being. I tried to tab out to make the battle look more interesting, and that did not work. It did not work. Now, I wonder what happened if I drank a potion of spell absorption at this point. I kind of want to see what would happen to my magicka. Also, probably cheap restore health because I'm getting a bit dinged up. Which didn't happen last time. Yeah, that was the last time. I had a bit of a derp. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they're all wearing bone mold and steel. The only person with an interesting thing is that glass staff on the main lady. Hey, heavy armor up! You know what, you can actually hit me fairly regular because you seem to be fairly good with the crossbow.
You should run now.
Why? Actually, you're actually hitting fairly hard. Wow, that was not expected. Now you have an enchanted axe out. Something to note, misses do still train your spear skill, or your weapon skill overall. They do not train your armor skill though, because that only applies when your armor gets damaged. Let's see what they did to my stats. Nothing happened to my strength. What happened to my agility and my endurance? They got a bit screwed up. Sorry, not agility and endurance, agility and speed. So my speed and my agility need some restoration potions. Qualities, potion of restore speed. Gimme, gimme. That's 15. Do I have any restore strengths? That quality. No, I do not. Do I have any at cheap? Cheap restore health, cheap spell absorb, cheap fortify, cheap fire shield. Standard restore magicka, fatigue, agility, resist frost. Looks like I'm looking at my exclusives now. Exclusive restore speed. Let's drink that. Still dinged up. They work instantly, by the way. Yep, fixed up now. Exclusive restore magicka, restore luck, swift swim. Looking for restore agility. Actually, didn't I see one of those earlier? Restore agility, yes. Gimme. 52, not enough. Restore health, frost shield, quality. Did I see a quality restore agility? Restore luck, personality, rising force, restore agility again. Let's drink that. Yeah, agility is 53. Alright. Back on the magical armor goes. And after that, I think I need to do some repairs, which will trade up my armor even more. You guys know what's about to happen. Cover your ears. Alright, that is over. Now it's time to use enchanted items and heal up. Now next up, we're headed off to St. Olms. See, remember long ago when I mentioned the Propylon Indices? The Game of the Year edition off Good Old Games has a quest for them that lets you fuse them all into one Master Propylon Index that weighs 3 pounds instead of the 2 pounds of a normal one.
My time is
However,
precious, so
each normal one only works for one Propylon. The Master one works for all of them and lets you go to Caldera at any point. We want this for the very simple reason that it makes getting around the Propylons much, much, much easier. Now, I already did start that quest. It's Folds Mirel in the Caldera Mages Guild. He's the guy who asked you if you want to join the Mages Guild. He'll offer you a little work. The first one is very easy. It's the pawnbroker in Caldera. You just need some things to trade. I traded him some of my massive stockpile of gems that I had last episode. I even made a profit off of it because I had far more gems than I really knew what to do with. Yeah. You get a lot of gems when you loot the big things. But we want to go to St. Olms. Because in one of the storage places there is where the Propylon Indice is. Now, it is not in the Underwork storage. You can go down there, for a temple quest even, and you will find a lot of crates and a lot of undead to kill. You will not find the Propylon Indice, no matter how hard you search or how long you search. You will never find the Propylon Indice in the storage room on the Underworks of St. Olms. Period. This is because it's not there. It is in the St. Olms Plaza Temple storage, behind a level 5 door lock. Yeah. It's a bit misleading if you've been down in St. Olms already in the main quest and found the storage up by accident. But I can forgive that. So we're going to St. Olms, local map. St. Dellen is where we are right now. St. Olms is that way. So we have to get to the top of this place. There's two options. We could walk, or we can fly. I think you know which one I'm taking. Also, take note of the 2 moons. That is actually a thing. Kinda neat. It's easier to see at night, but I don't like the night in this game because it's hard as hell to see. Most things. Spears like Illarok really help. Float, 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 St. Olms Plaza, doobie, boody, boo. And just enough time. Upper North 1, we don't care. The Yingling Manor, we don't care. That man, we don't care. Upper South 1, we don't care. Temple of St. Olms, we do care. It's kind of a barren temple, though, because St. Olms isn't a very popular saint. And because, well, his whole thing is being nice and giving to the poor, and that's pretty much it. That tends not to get much patronage for some strange reason. This is the door. No, it is not, actually. I thought this was the door. There's some minor books in here, but nothing that is a skill book. This guy believes to sell some temple services, but nothing is special. Ah, Sermon 27 is here. Speechcraft. Let's rest until healed here, because I believe the temple is open to all. Oh dear. There's now an ash slave around. I'm not going to mess around with a spear with an ash slave. Hello! Said my journal updated, but I'm not sure why. Whatever, I got some ash salts out of it. Those are decent value. And why did I only take one? Must have misclicked. Whatever. I want to level up, and those beds are legitimately free to use. Because blah blah, public service, blah blah. You can't rest till your enemies are nearby. What? Is the rat hostile? Really? Let's rest until healed. Again, to try and level up. Agility, endurance, and luck. Once more. I'm getting very close to a maxed out endurance. Yay! Now, because this is basically the poor person's temple, I'm not going to loot it all. However, between two crates, we will... No, these are just rats. I can kill them with Ill Rock. Dead easy. I should train my spear, as you can see. Now, I could take the coin, but I just feel like kind of a dick. Right there is the Propylon Indice, the Master Propylon Indice. Now we want to get back to Caldera and talk to the man. He'll take the Propylon Indice. There is some of a disadvantage that he won't tell you where one Propylon Indice is until you get the previous one. Which kind of sucks. But hey, we can't always get what we want. So we have to get to the foreign quarter, because that is where you can get the Mages Guild to teleport you to Caldera, not dead easy. Alright. Foreign quarter is forward and to the right. Looks like I want to jump down somewhere around here. Oh, there are platforms up top. I had actually forgotten about that. Well, that'll save me a little time walking up and down stairs and flying all around. What? I'm stuck in the building. One moment, please. Pfft. That was weird. Yeah, sometimes high acrobatics can cause you to get really odd, glitchy situations like that. I haven't had that happen before. I would have told you about that if I had it happen before. Let's fly over. Shortcut! It's a shortcut! Shortcut! It's a shortcut! I'm making sure to stay over the bridge, because if I fall too early, I don't want to have to swim all the way up, because that would be really annoying. Also, I should probably stop singing, because I'm not very good at it. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, we want to get to the plaza, because that's where the Mages Guild is, and the Mages Guild has the teleporter to another Mages Guild, the Caldera Mages Guild, which is where the man with the Propylon things who wants the Propylon things is. Now, this is the upper wasteworks. We do not want the upper wasteworks, we want the plaza. Plaza is likely on another side. Sorry, but my teleporter is in another door. Well, I suppose you could argue that the cantons are a bit like a castle. Yeah, whatever. You don't like me. I don't care.
Let's get this over.
Right, we want to travel to the Caldera Guild and Mages, and I'll show you guys the guy who wants this.
Dying to hear what you
This man, Foles Miral. Talk to him about work. We want to go to Margon. You can either steal it, or you can buy it off of someone. I'm going to buy it on the grounds of not being a cunt.
busy, so if you will excuse me.
Also because I have enough gold to buy out a small... Well, alright, not continent like I said earlier, but probably a castle at least.
I don't have a lot of...
I have a lot of money, basically. I have no qualms on spending it. Anyway, we want to get to Margon and its temple. So I believe the best route is to teleport to Balmora and then go through a Silt Strider.
We make a special trip.
Yes, yes, travel.
Same low price.
Cancel. Goodbye. I want to make sure on the map. Where is Margon? There's Narmok. There's Genesis. There's Cool. There's the Urshaklu camp. Hla Oad. Aldrune. Aldrune is probably closest to Margon. It's a pity there's no, like, in-game map where you can go, oh, I need to go here, here. Excuse me? Yeah, whatever. You're right in my face. Get me to Margon so I can go to the temple.
Where would you like to go?
The temple. You can't take me to there unless you can break in, which is probably a shit idea. What does House Redoran think of the Nerevarine? Yep. I'm a heretic to them, because House Redoran is actually fairly faithful. I'm not, though. Though it could be interesting if you're playing a Dunmer and roleplay, and then suddenly you find out you're the Nerevarine. That could induce an interesting crisis of faith for a role player. But I'm not a role player. I'm a loot player. Mostly. I won't do things that make me feel kind of bad. Mostly. Depends on if I get really good loot out of it or not. Anyway, dead ahead, shrine. But this is one of the reasons I love House Telvanni, because you don't have any issues with them if you become Nerevarine. They just go, meh, whatever. The index, by the way, the indexes are always there. It's merely that, well, yeah. Propylon Index. Speak with Salin Rival, the priest, down the hall in the north corner of the shrine.
Speak, traveler.
No, this is north. How did I mix up north and south? I feel silly now. North, Salin Rival. Yes, whatever. Do you sell anything interesting? Okay, I'm just gonna make you like me more. Bribe with gold. Will you give me spells? Let's see if you have any good spells. You have Burden of Sin, Second Barrier. Troll Strength is actually pretty strong. It's a long-lasting one. 10 points isn't too much, but it's probably enough for you to easily run around quite a bit if you have a lot of magicka. Charisma's pretty good if you want to chat with people. Amblexia's Grace is actually something I'm going to buy, because Dispelling can be pretty nice. And Barter! And I believe he sells the Indes. Yes, he does. He'll charge me a lot of money for it, because he doesn't like me at all. I don't really care, though. As you can see, I have more than enough money. I can probably buy out everything he has. I'm going to bargain with him a little, of course. That's just general good, principle. Yes, annoying Outlanders. I just gave you a ton of cash for a rare item that you don't even know how to use. Yeah, basically, there's a temple quest here where you have to taunt that Daedra into attacking you. Goodbye! Are you going to try and attack me, Assy? What's the name?
I have no time for you, Red Guard.
No, I don't give a shit about you. If you had attacked me, I would have stabbed you with my spear a few times. That phrase is going to sounds very wrong to me due to various circumstances. So yeah, anyway, back to Aldrune. And then I want to go to their Mages Guild and teleport to the Caldera Mages Guild. That would have probably been faster than the Silt Strider now I think about it, at least in Universe, because the teleportation in Universe I believe is instant. But the Silt Strider is just you sitting on the back of a giant giant fictional flea, and running around. So it doesn't jump like a flea. It's kind of like a flea though, like, I'm not really sure how to describe a Silt Strider honestly, besides great big weird looking insect. And that's not really a very descriptive description. Alright. Now we need to go to Nibane Maisa.
Shopping for enchantments.
In the Urshaklu camp. That gonna be a walk. That gonna be a long walk. We want to get to Cool from Aldrune.
Red Guard.
Shove it. Everyone is so rude when you have low personality. It was much nicer when I was wearing that mask. Oh well. I don't really care what other people think of me in this game, because again, I am not a role player.
You shouldn't be here.
Role players can get all sorts, can have all sorts of things crop up just from random interactions. Honestly, you could probably make a pretty interesting roleplay out of this if you were going for doing it dedicatedly, I guess. Yeah. That's kind of cool, because that's the closest place to where I want to go.
You can ride.
The Urshaklu camp, right over there. Now, I could swim, or I could walk. I'm going to walk. Hello, you're just a random person standing out here. Oh, you're a dreamer. Goodbye. I don't want to mess with you. You'll probably try to stab me if I talk to you. Hello, bandits. Technically, I should probably go around. But I have magic things that let me fly. Also, I have to train up my spear skill, and bandits are dead easy meat.
There's no escape.
As you can see, this is much like the early game again, but I do want to train up my spear skill. Not for it, mostly because it'll make my endurance go faster. And I like having high endurance, because high endurance changes into high health very quickly once you get to the later levels. And you're going to need lots and lots of health in the late game. And also, you're probably going to want a fair few things that help you resist magic and other damaging effects, because there are some very, very powerful mages in the later game. In the late game. Anyway, my magical flying pants will take me over this mountain. You know, now that it sounded like that, it sounds really stupid. My magical flying pants. Anyway, unless the other Propylon indices are very easy to find, I believe we're probably going to have to take another episode on these. But it's going to be very useful when we go hunting ash vampires. Because ash vampires are frickin' everywhere in these old Dunmer bases. Oh, is that a Dwemer base that I haven't looted? My oh my, what a wonderful find. Actually, I think this is the one that you're supposed to find along the route to the Urshaklu camp if you take the one they recommend, this little valley. Yes, it is. I recognize this place. I wondered how I'm supposed to get in. Let's see if there's actually a way in. I'm going to leave that cliff racer where it lies, wherever it falls, because I don't really care too much. Sorry, I think something went down the wrong tube. Tried to cover my face a bit there, so hopefully that didn't annoy you guys too much. I see the entrance up there. I bet the entrance is down here. This is Drushkashti. Drushkashti. Alright, let's save, just in case. Let's see what's in here. Neither of these are traps, so... cattle! I know what cattle means! Alright. The spear is out for sight, but if I find an opponent, my sword comes out. Because this is a vampire den. Which race, I don't remember, but this is definitely a vampire den, because there are cattle wandering about. Ow! Paralysis, please don't break the game. Sometimes it does that. Let's see if it wears off. If not, I can just reload and untrap this instead of activating it with my face like an idiot. Yeah, that's a vampire. It's also a very dead vampire. I don't know which clan this is off the top of my head, but I'm sure we'll find out when we kill everyone here. I wonder why they decided to put a vampire lair, of all things, so close to one of the earlier quests in the main quest. Seems like I get a lot of newbies killed. Okay, what's on this table? A common amulet, a common belt, and some common pants. What's on him besides his vampire dust, which I'm going to take? Last Rites! I like that name for an act. It's a very meaningful name. Why did I take that? That is literally garbage for me. I literally do not need that. Okay, these ooh! Ebony! Gimme all! Gimme all! Gimme all! Gimme all! Gimme all! Gimme. Actually, wait, do I need ebony anymore? Yes, I could use some for a pauldron. How much was a pauldron of ebony, in terms of, you know, how much ebony it is. 21! That's going to be quite a lot of stocking up, but I suppose I should start now. Trap! Yeah. That is a very scary story, and I don't like it, because it makes me feel really creeped out reading it. I'm not going to lie. Like, even just reading it, and not reading it out loud makes me feel kind of freaked. I've used that thing before. It is a good sneak trainer. It is also very disturbing. Local! Let's make sure I'm going all the right ways. Okay. So I should probably go this way. Oh, a new flavor of cattle, I'm sure. Trapped door! Untrapping it, just to make sure. Both doors are untrapped, and there's a vampire. He hit me with deadly poison rain. Kjeld with the steel staff of chastening. Ah, and some armorer's hammers. He must have been the smith for this clan. Vampire clans, if you can find their smith, give you a lot of armorer's hammers. A lot of armorer's hammers. Their smiths always care 10 of each. And oh my god, if I had... Wow, I think this is randomly generated, because otherwise I just got a lot of loot. It's fitting that... Ebony Boots, Dwemer Carius, Daedric Grease. I think that's randomly generated, but if it isn't, then I suggest you go here whenever you think you can take on a ton of vampires. Some silver stuff, a Netch leather helm, another heavy Dwemer chest, with some very valuable weaponry in it. Like, wow. That's a glass staff. Glass staff is 5.6 thousand gold. And there's a Dwemer crossbow, which is pretty good too. Another Master Armorer's hammer. Some repair prongs. Damn, I am drowning in the loot in this place. I'm not going to need to buy Armorer's hammers for a long time. Good job. Ah, the lower level. I wonder what's down here. That's cattle. I'm not concerned with cattle. That guy is trying to kill me through a wall. It's kind of a hollow wall. It won't work. Oh, that's a girl, not a guy. Sorry, it's kind of hard to tell in this light and at that distance. Well, that's two vampires at once. That really wasn't much of a challenge. Vampires are pretty dangerous, though. If they group up on you, it can get really... Oh! Never mind, I'm dropping that raw ebony. I don't need it anymore. You can have that Dwemer right pauldron. I'm taking an ebony right pauldron, thank you. Actually, how much of an upgrade is that? From 174 to 165. I get 11 points more armor. No, 9 points, not 11 points. More armor out of that. Now, the worst equipment I have is ebony. And I think this woman always has a full set of it. So if you want to get a full set of ebony armor, go here. Is good shit. Actually, this isn't even shit. Is good. You will obviously take a bit of a beating on the grounds of being in a full suit of ebony armor. I think this is the Brawley clan, though, on the grounds that it's a full suit of ebony armor I just found. Is this the way up? And I'm just blind. Ah, another vamp. Are you also a smith? Or some other kind of shopkeeper? You have a light staff, which is pretty decent, but I don't really need it, because I have this lovely, lovely spear. Fire resist. Not bad at all. Good for vampires, too, because sudden damage counts as fire damage in this game. This chest has a feather belt, but nothing else of interest to me. Some clothes I could sell, but I don't care. Peacemaker! That's a nice name for a staff of paralysis. A glass dagger, a drogue staff, some firebite stars, a quality potion of shadow can be quite nice if I ever need a sneak. I don't see anything else in this specific room, but we haven't found the clan leader yet. They'll have a special amulet saying Burn, or Ande, or Quora, as those are the three main vampire broods in Morrowind. So looks like we need to go deeper and hunt more vampires. Thankfully, vampires... I believe you're the leader on the ground, but you have a lot of glass armor. Oh, I killed one of the cattle. I feel kind of shitty now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she's the leader. She has a special name and everything, and a lot of glass armor that I would take if I cared about that. Selena Quara's key. Funny, usually I have an amulet or something. I'm sorry, Cattle. I can't even let Cal go free. A Dwemer coin!
What are you doing?
I'm stealing, you maniac! Wait, do I actually get a bounty for stealing here? Phew. No, I don't. Okay. I was worried that for some reason I get a bounty for stealing from vampires, despite the fact that no one likes them. Vampirism is very rarely explored in Morrowind Let's Plays. Oh, come on! Thief my ass! She actually likes me more than I stole! But since there are no guards around, nothing happened to me. Haha. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to climb on it anyway. I sound like a 4-year-old when I say that. I don't know what this is. I'm going to go climb on it. Usually, maybe this wasn't their main base. It was just a base. Huh. It's kind of neat. Well, whatever. I killed absolutely everything. As is usual when I run into most things that try and murder me. I also got an ebony pauldron, which is pretty good. Did I remember to dump that Dwemer thing? Yes, I did. Good. Don't want to carry too much weight. I say as I walk around in a full suit of heavy armor. I know that's a bit hypocritical, but... Hang on. Oh yeah, I looted these. These are probably pretty good chests to loot. Maybe the amulet was unique to... Okay. That's probably a cliff racer. I'm just going to keep walking until something actually tries to attack me. So I am in fact very close to the Shockloo camp. I didn't use my spear in their mind, but that's because vampires are actually pretty deadly. They're about on par with Daedra as a faction. Two cliff racers! How challenging! I started quick stabbing there because it had like no health left, so I didn't need a heavy stab. I just need to stab once and it would have dropped dead. I believe I've looted that tomb already. Hello! Oh no, you're training my heavy armor skill up a little. How scary. Actually, I need to rest, don't I? Nope. Did I rest already? Yes, I did. I thought I needed to rest because I was just silly. Whatever. This is what happens when you are at low fatigue and don't have too much combat skill. You miss a lot. Don't worry about it, though. I was at no point there in any danger. Also, your Shockloo have gigantic balls of steel living this close to a Daedra Kruan. Or ovaries of steel, I suppose, for a woman. Gotta be equal and all that tat. Always is awkward trying to figure out what the balls of steel equivalent would be for one. Yeah, whatever. We need to go talk to Telvanni Mice. I tell her about the Propylon Indice, and she'll basically go, huh? Okay, that's a thing. Also, since she likes me a lot because I'm the Nerevarine, you know, that helps. Hello! I talk to you. Barter, you will sell me Propylon Index. What happens if I talk to you about it? It is not important, that is why I'm willing to sell it. That's pretty nice, though. I'll buy it. Technically, it's not in her inventory, though, unless you have the expansion. You can download the expansion off the main site, though. It's for free, I believe. Because Morrowind is very old, so they weren't too concerned about losing money. As it turns out, old games don't make too much money anymore. Mostly. Nice! That's a perfect go. Offer! I bought you out, I gave you some rare ingredients, and now we need to get back. How am I going to do this? Wait, that's a terrible idea. I have, like, no chance of casting that. Magical amulet! Come to my aid! Whisk me away to somewhere where I can get around better. Where am I? Ah, I'm in Genesis. Upon Genesis.
Let's get this over with quickly.
I could probably make a bunch of Bible jokes right now if I remembered that section of it. Something something rain? I don't know. Like I said, never paid much attention to that part of it. Probably comes from my whole beliefs being atheist.
We make a
Whatever.
special trip just for you. Same
Let's
low
get
price.
to somewhere with a mage's guild. Eldraine will work. Look at my spear. It needs some fixins. So, cover your ears and all that. You know what's about to happen. Alright, repair's over. It was pretty badly dinged up. Ow. I got a bit dinged up, but hey, I get to train up my enchanting. And my acrobatics.
Sir?
The acrobatics isn't too useful to me anymore, because its main buff is strength, and I've got the base skill high enough that I can jump to most things. When I get to 100, I'll be able to equip Mirara's Ring without wasting XP, and I don't like waste, you know? It's not one of the things I like.
I haven't got all day, you know.
As you can see, when you know the systems of this game, it's much easier to get around than you'd think. Ahaha. Yeah, he doesn't
Shopping
give a
for
shit about it. We need to go to Genesis. Arv's Drellin. Well then, we were just in Genesis. So let's travel to Eldraine and see what this Arv's Drellin wants for it. And if he isn't willing to give it up, well, I have absolutely no qualms with murdering people for my shiny shit.
You ask your question quickly.
Otherwise, I'd have a lot more ethical issues. Well, I have qualms with doing it in real life. Video games are not real life. This is something you need to remember very importantly. Behaving like the protagonist of Morrowind does in real life will likely get you arrested or shot. Or both, maybe, depending on how stubborn you are about it. Anyway, we need to find Arv's Drellin, the wizard. Do any of these people around here know about Arv's Drellin? Someone in particular. The old Veloth Tower. Baladas, where is he? Northwest edge of town. So, northeast, this way. Is this what I'm looking for? Alright, simple door. Simple opening area. That seems like a bit of an airlock if you're actually on the defense. A rat. So scary. So scary. You can clearly hear how I am shivering in my boots. This one ain't even... I was about to say this one ain't even trying to kill me, but then it promptly proved me wrong. Raw ebony. Well, I don't need raw ebony anymore, but I can take from these crates in case it pisses off the guy that I want to have give me his Propylon Indice. Are there any prisoners in here that I could talk to? I don't see anyone. I'm not seeing any loot. Then again, if he doesn't notice, then I don't believe he'll care, so... Let's do a better search of the area, shall we? This is probably going to be the last Indice grabbed in this video. There's a bucket. There's some beds, I guess, if you want to sleep in a prison. I can't see why you'd want that, but hey, I don't really judge people. Hello, rat! Goodbye, rat! The Wolf Queen, Book 5, Speechcraft. A summoning room key. A locked chest with little gold. A closet with some other stuff in it. That's actually interesting. There's a skill book here for Speechcraft. I mean, surprisingly high Speechcraft for someone who's deliberately not trained in it at all. Is he hostile? Is the wizard going to be hostile? The wizard's going to be hostile. It's going to be really annoying. I'm going to take those potions just in case. Shield of Light, another victim. Ooh, a Daedric Staff. That's actually a very powerful item. It's too bad I don't care about blunt weapons, and I don't need the money. Lots of gems and gold there, though. And a chest of fire. Setting your chest on fire sounds like it would really hurt. I mean, I haven't done it, so I can't say for sure, but I'm just going to work on the assumption that being on fire is painful. I think that's a fair assumption to make, you know? This place seems very abandoned. Something tells me this guy is not a very powerful sorcerer, or if he is of the recluse type. No, I went that way. Am I just going in a full circle now? Really? Really, self? Okay, what if I take a right here? Then I start going up! Aha! I bet he's at the top of the tower. Wizards are always at the top of the tower. That's a very well-locked door. It is not a well-locked enough door to keep me down. Now, I probably should have used my sword there, because Daedroth can be quite nasty, but as you can see, it was only one, so I was not especially stressed. If there had been multiple, I would have definitely pulled out my sword and gone for, and then I cut them all down ridiculously fast, because I am basically a living murder blender with a sword. Are you actually hostile? Some words should only be shared by friends. Propylon Index. You're welcome to it. It's gathering dust around here on some random top shelf. Okay, so he's not actually hostile despite the fact that I just smashed.
Talk too much out that day.
Ah, the Dragon Break re-examined. Oh god. Yeah, alteration skill goes up from that. Looks like I've already read Rain's Hand. And I know I've read Sithis. Book of Dawn and Dusk. Vampires of Vardenfall. Now he doesn't mind if you take the Propylon Indice, but he does mind if you take other things. So I'm going to climb onto here and look around on the shelves. Some races are shorter than others, so it may be hard to see for some races. Believe Bosmer one of the short ones? There it is. He doesn't care. But I think we are going to leave it off here. Next time, I'll be back in Caldera, and I'll show you guys the dialogue for the guy. So we get the next one, and then the next one, hopefully all of them in the next episode. Because I do rather want these. Because they are going to be very useful for getting around as it unlocks another fast traveling system. It really is interesting how they intermingled all the systems. Excuse me. But that is a topic for another time. So, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or ideas, please leave them in the comments below or on this threads on space battles and sufficient velocity. Linked in the description below. And for now, goodbye.